Alright. Wait, yeah, everything is on. Hello, Oxyhan. Where were we from yesterday? Let's see. I think, yeah, we got pretty good. I would like to redo a little bit about the what's it called? Redo the watcher slightly, because it's kind of bad the way I do it right now. I don't understand, because I tried something yesterday, but it didn't work, which I don't understand why. I don't want to return an error though. I don't think an error will. Do you need to do an error? We're gonna try to do this, okay? So if I go to, let's go to Vulkan. And then what we can do in here, they should apply the hot load immediately. Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to see it that it actually did anything. Let's take something that is more drastic. Wonder what could I do that would actually show something. Well, if that is X and Y, if I do +2 now, it should be like smaller looking. Yeah. Okay, so the hot loading is applied. And now what I would like to do is do a small change, because I don't want this looping here anymore, or tries. This basically should be gone. And that means that we are not gonna do an, oops. And what else? But yeah, I have to redo a lot in here if I'm gonna actually be able to do this. That's fine. Yeah, basically I'm just gonna git stash everything if this doesn't work, so we can actually remove everything. That would be fine to do. Let's see, I'm thinking, what if I were to, so I'm gonna do a const dinlib, which will just do this is fine. Then we'll try to, I'm just gonna leave this here, it's easier to just modify it then. This doesn't really matter. We're not gonna sleep. If it fails, we will just return false, which I was trying to do last time, but I don't know why this broke. Change to bool, and if it fails, we'll just do that. If it succeeds, then we're gonna use the dynamic lib that we just loaded in, like so, and we're gonna try to find the init, and if it works, then that's fantastic. I don't know, I'm just gonna change this again, just do something random. And then we can... Oh, that's probably why it didn't work last time. No, wait, what? Why would I... No, this is what I want to do. I want to close this thing. And then we don't do this. And then we return false. And then this thing means that it's fine. And then what we can do instead is just say that if it gets to this point, then we know that self.dinlib is equal to dinlib. And we can call self.dinlib.close, not check. God damn it. Dinlib.close. We don't need that. And yeah, now it's not gonna, that's what I'm trying to get rid of over here, but yeah, whatever, it's fine. Okay, IO, we're just gonna say IO is just discarded when it gets in here, we're not gonna use it. And expected, right. And let's see. Hello Sigmaster, hello Kayal. We don't do any tries in here, really? I thought there would be some tries in here, but okay. We can also remove the error. No, I'm actually doing something else. We should be doing something to do with tries. Anyways, yeah, no, we're doing tries here, I'm blind. Sorry guys. Return true. Today I started streaming. Nice! What did you stream? And then we can go back to the main. Over here. And I think this should be fine, because we will just do a reload. So we'll see that, oh, there should be a reload. And if watcher.reload, IO, which we don't even need. If it succeeds to reload, then we know that we can actually proceed with this. Right, my bad. It's not that. What the hell? Can I do a try inside it? Okay. And then here what I will do, I will not do the reload again. But that means that the thing works. I should be able to call deinit still on a new system, be able to load the new stuff and initialize the new stuff. Yeah. Server main. We also have to follow the same system idea. So if now we can take this thing away from there and put it in there. If it succeeds, I'll load the new stuff. Yeah. Alright. Let's try. Okay. And I can go to Vulkan. And we can now put this to a 0. And let's see if it does anything. No, it didn't. So it did do a refresh though, and it reinitialized, but it did not load the new DLL, which is super strange, I find. No, okay, super weird. I'm gonna try. What if I just do a. And I put it to 0. Ah, it's still problematic. Coding in C++. Okay. I don't understand why this would be a problem. I find that this is so weird. If it finds that it should be able to, and I only return true if it's possible to load the new one. It doesn't return true otherwise. And even if it did do wrong once, it should do the right the second time, but it's still loading the. What's the difference between this? What the hell? I'm so confused. Let's see, I'm actually gonna just... well, I could look at it like this. Yeah, that I could do. Take it from here, there with us. Let's see. Because the only difference is that I have the... I do close and then I just wait. The only difference here is that I wait until... or I retry until it just works, and then when it works, to first of all just open the thing. Here I just go, okay, well if you cannot do it, then return false and you won't load the new stuff, right? I think that makes sense. And I'm in the wrong place. Let's close that. Because I go in here, I first do check that I can even open the thing, and then can I even reload? If I can't, well then we will not do anything. We'll just go out and get in again and be like, oh, something has happened, and I will try again to reload the thing. And then when it succeeds to open the thing, we'll see if you can find the thing, which is the same thing as doing in here, but it just does it rapidly. And then if it can't, then we'll just close the old one and return false, which is the equivalent to just doing that. But if all of this is fine, then we'll close the old one, assign it the new one, but it doesn't do it at all. Instead it just uses the old one somehow persistently, which is so strange. Let's see, what's the difference if I look in here? There shouldn't be a difference. This is literally the same thing, what the fuck? Okay. Gonna try. Then we have to do this. Because obviously I have no idea why that wouldn't work. I feel like that's literally how it should be. I see the issue. The problem is that on Linux, when you reload the SFL, the old one may still be in memory by the current linker won't fully load the new code symbols until you close the old. But I do close the old one right there. And close the old one handle before opening a new one. Your code close. Oh, but when I do an open before I do a close, is that the problem? This means that the old library is still loaded when you try to load the new one. So the kernel give you the cached. You need to close the old handle before the new one, and also you need before reload close. I don't want the retries. It blocks the thread. So it actually caches it. That's interesting. Okay. So your game loop keeps calling rule until it succeeds. That makes sense. Non-blocking async approach. The issue is still order of operations. You need to close the old handle before opening a new one. What is it suggesting? You could do closing it and then try to open, return false. But this will not be in. Will it still be in memory? On Linux, when SO files is recompiled, the old one may still be mapped. If you open the while old is still open, you see the stale handle. Close old. Now it's too late. By closing the old first, you ensure the kernel fully unmaps the old library before new, and your game loop will just keep calling this each frame until return. But if I close the old dynlib, will I still have access to its what code. What should I call code? Continue to render. I don't think that will be possible. Because I don't think it should not be in memory anymore. Am I, maybe I'm tripping, but let's see. Great question. No, if you close the old, you lose access to all its functions. If your game tries to call any of those functions, yep, exactly, you crash. This is hot reload dilemma. You have few options. Double buffer best. Keep 2 dynamic handles, but swap between them. Old, keep old alive. Current 1. On reload. Okay, this could work. Open new first, with old is still valid for rendering. New dynamic library, but that will still that's just a different variable. That's literally the same. That will not. What? Test symbol. Only close after a new one is loaded. Only reload at save point between frames, not mid-render. At the end of frame. The same. Yeah, we still hot reloading. I'm just trying to make it a little bit better. Won't solve anything. Hot reloading, yeah, hotter. I'm trying to get so that I can just, let's see. Yeah, you're right. I was confused. Loading the same ISO file into the different handle doesn't help. On Linux, the open with the same path returns the same handle. The real issue is this: you can't truly hot reload on Linux without unreloading first, which means you can't render during the reload. So your approach of returning false and retrying the blah blah blah. There's still one bug you need to not. You need to not close the old handle until after the new loads successfully. Because the thing is that what it used to do is this, right? Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Or what I used to do was this. What the fuck happened here? Okay. I used to, when I wanted to reload, I went into this while loop with my fucking GitHub, Jesus Christ. Tried to reload until I succeeded. And the problem was that well, it stalls the whole renderer, right? And that I don't want to do. So what I'm trying to do is to get rid of that, and just in every loop iteration, if it finds that it should reload, but it hasn't yet completely compiled, it will just not load yet. And then when it can load and can find the symbols, that means everything is fine. Then I would actually swap out the dynamic library. But the problem is with that is that I should close the old one before I can even try to open the new one. Well, actually, you can load the DLL with alternate names and not have to unload first. Yes. I guess I could do that. That just sounds so funny, you know. But it's maybe it's just the best approach right now, right? It is funny, but it works. Yes, it doesn't. It is decent approach. Yeah. Hello, Angry Maid. I was thinking the same. Why not just make a dynamic build? Heyo. Dynamic IE. Dynamic name, yeah. Yeah. Can I just easily like wonder like should I just make a copy when I compile? Can I just compile two of the same versions at the same time? That would be pretty sick. I'm still doing Vulkan. I got a sign screen. That's nice. From what agent gave you with list of approaches? MF sounds the most unhinged one. Lol. Yeah, no. I think it suggests that the double buffer, which was frame, or then frame barrier, which is just, well, basically copy segment code. What the? Oh yeah. Okay, now I see. Yeah, no. I don't know actually what model it is. It's a cheap from ZAI. You pay literally like I think it's 18 euros and you get it for 3 months. You can run it to Claude interface, and I just find it convenient. So yeah, that's what I use. It's not the best, but it's really good when it comes to just really trying to understand or get simple things done. It hallucinates a lot, which is so I don't use it when it actually needs to get something done, kind of. But when I'm really struggling and it's just a simple misunderstanding somewhere, it's really good at pointing it out. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? I was like, oh yeah, that shouldn't do. Sounds like a whiteboard with extra steps. Yeah. But I think that's what we'll have to do, is just take a coffee and really try and just think that if there's a better approach. But maybe there isn't. Or we keep the retries, but I don't want to block the whole program when it doesn't load. Or it sounds so stupid to have... Is there not really a better approach to this? Hello, Penguin Operator. Claude Pro is $200 for 12 months annually. Really? That's like, I don't know. The beast and convenient. Damn, the best I assume you meant it. Beast. Okay, let's check the build. Because I think I can probably... Is there an easy command to just compile the systems to a like make a copy of it with a different name? One-time payment. Well, it's annually one-time payment. Let's see. This is good because it should have access to the Zig docs. I don't know how the build works, but that's in build.zig. Is it possible to easily generate another thinlib systems copy? Bubble. Oh my god. Entertain me. I'm about to do something stupid. You're about to be entertained. Don't worry about it. Yes, this is classic cultural logging technique build to classic. I don't know about that. That feels is it actually IDR, what does compile type provide? Compile. Oh, wait, you mean this thing? Let's see. Seems to have a lot of shit in it. Let's see, what does it suggest here? Classic hot rule. I'm not sure about this. I can see you already build client, build server function. Hot rule pattern, build 2 dim loops, different name. Let's see, sure, build 2 versions of this. I hope it's not actually just copy pasting the code. I think there should definitely be a better system A and system, of course. Then update watcher toggle. Okay, then it even provided me this whole code for that, but I doubt that that's actually how you should do it. I don't think that's. I think there should literally be a little bit of a better. If you want to properly control of your compiling, use. No. I think Zig offers more control. But I think can't I just use this same system and then just install? Can I not just take the same name and call again? Like, is that possible? Systems dot. I'm just gonna try it, okay? And then I'm gonna call it system underscore A for now. And let's see if I do. Can I do then dot B install again? Let's see. Maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm not. Let's see. If I close this thing. Okay, now we can go and check out the. Let's see, Zig out. Library, nah. Okay, I was hoping it would work, but that would have been crazy. Trust bro. Yes, if it's possible to use compile to determine if content actually changed and append dynamic hash timestamp to it and just make the hot reload code to rediscover the latest name. Ah! Yeah. I love C++ and compiling a simple project for 57 minutes. Facts. Download win get and build from source and tell me. Yes. But that's a pretty smart idea. If we could get the timestamp, hash timestamp, yeah, so to it and just make the hot reload, yeah. I think there is definitely a way to do. I think there's a built-in even for doing string manipulations like that. I don't know if it was something like really stupid. I haven't used it, but you should be able to do. How do I get current time or something like that? And then I could use that probably to check that something. Oh my god. But then I would have to change slightly how I actually do the whole thing. Well, actually, I could still use the name as I have done. Fuck. That's right. I keep the FD. So I would have to. It might even still be a better approach, maybe. I don't know. I would still prefer to probably do this if I could, but I would have to change. But can't. Yeah, I would either way have to change the FD if I did this, or I could store 2 FDs. I notify FD, but that's also kind of. Well, I'm not supposed to make it generic. I'm supposed to make it work for this specific case or this project. It's just file descriptors, yeah. And I just need to check one of them still if it has change has happened, because if it happens a change to one of them, then that means both has changed. And I can still use that. Then I just have to toggle when I actually do the reloading with the Navic library, but besides that, it doesn't really matter. It's not really much more to do about it. And yeah. Or do I even need to worry about... Hold on. Init, add file. This is actually, I have slightly tweaked the code. It's from a friend who made it, so I'm not 100%. Listen, read. It's just what is this? What is the shield has? I have seen wrench before. Once fucked my Linux install so much that I couldn't use terminal properly. I need a shield to protect me from my enemy. Facts. Okay. Or I mean, maybe it's about time that I just don't... do it like this. Instead, I would change it. But storing FDs is so much cheaper than actually trying to reload the file, or like actually reread the file all the time. But this one is also very Linux specific, to be honest, because yeah, so also if you read the file or like the paths, checked if it existed, would also make it more not so Linux specific. But that would require a little bit of a change in here. A little bit of a big change. Let's see, if you change it to be... Oh yeah, this is how you can append a string and make us... now we know that. Okay. Wait, you guys don't see the stream fighter, Jesus, I forgot about it. It's not the one. I want it to be here. I was thinking if I just change it to be with the name with the time, right? Let me just try it. So we can do this. How do I get the time? Is there like a time that echo reference times in the terms of the difference from? So can I just get, what are these? Seconds per... What is this? Can get days in months? No. I don't know. I don't know how to. I will just see if I can do this. Well, it doesn't really matter. I will just. The type of holds the current year. But I'll have to do an atoy or itoa. Let's see. Is there an integer to string? Where can I... How can I get... Okay, wait. I can try just basically like this to begin with. If I do a 1 over here, for example, does that work? Now we try to compile this. And now we can check if there's a... Don't worry about that. Zig out. Libraries. Okay, yeah, so if I could get the time, we could probably just append the time there. And then we could actually just check the path, and we could also reduce a lot of complexity from here with that. I think that would be more ideal. But yeah, okay. I don't know how to get current time, so I guess this is something I can ask. We compiled the SO based on current time as prefix. Oh, or suffix. Probably suffix is, or is it suffix or postfix? I don't know. Postfix. Postfix. Suffix, I think it's called. Yeah, it does. It's good idea. You could use times the simpler approach to avoid accumulating all the SO files. Just use a current counter suffix pass from the build script. Pass version v options. Huh? Ah, use a counter, just alternate between 0 or 1. Yeah, okay. That could maybe be a better actual approach. Because then... Yeah, then it should try to load. Yeah. But that's the STD time stack would have been worked. But how can I keep track if I would like to do a toggle? Because then that could be way better. 0, 1. Would it be? Because then it would just overwrite and you wouldn't have accumulation of... well, you could remove the old libs, I guess, but... Or actually it could be kind of funny. Imagine if you just accumulated every time. So then you could also select if you did something and we're like, actually, let's take back the old one, you know? You could do that as well if you just accumulated every single one that you ever made. Of course, you would just compile multiple libraries as times go on, but you could have a way just to also make it accessible to swap out to a previous version of the dynamic library that you just had. And you could make that also just implement an interface which just says, oh, take back the old system. Like, oh, that would be so fire, actually. Holy shit. Just append 67 to the previous name every time and always swap to the one with the longest name. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I just realized, how do we even... We would have to start doing some parsing if we actually did the... No, wait, we could also just check... How do we determine which one was the newest? Because I cannot know exactly the timestamp of the build, right? So I cannot get the precise name. I would have to go through every single one of them and be like, this is the one I'm supposed to be using. Which wouldn't be too bad, I guess. You could easily filter through timestamp and then just load it, right? How big is one of these actually right now? Libraries. Yeah, okay, so there are already like a few megabytes. So imagine like That's quickly gonna build up actually. Well, if you do 10 times, yeah, you're gonna have 100 and 100 times. Well, yeah, it's gonna build up a lot. It would still be a fire idea. I'm just saying it would be a fire idea. But you can make part of a build step to be last. To keep last and yeah. Well, I could also just clear the library before I build, right? So I could just... No. Oh, yeah, in that sense, yeah. Yeah, that could work too. Okay. Now, I think we're going with the... We're gonna get the timestamp, right? So const time stamp is equal to std time times... how do I actually get the timestamp? Well, this is not it. But how do I... Seconds since start of day. Days since... Isn't that it, basically? Well, no, because then I will have the same day every time I compile. That's not it. Seconds... Yeah, seconds. I guess that's impossible to actually nail. No worries. Let's see. But how can I now convert this thing? Was it std format? I think it gave me an idea here. Wait, let's see. Build format. Okay, you can do that. Probably. Let's see. How bad is it hallucinating? E for FMT. Okay, you can do this. Let's see. I think it's probably is what I got right now, but let's see. std time dot mil. No, there is no such thing. System. And then just underscore D, and then we'll provide it over there, which will be timestamp. Oh my god. Wait, you can't get time? The fuck? Okay. Why is it green? Is timestamp just a keyword or something? I have no idea. Let's see. Brother. Invalid format string D type. Right. This is a type. Can I just do dot? Yeah. Oh no. Returns the number of seconds into the day as day seconds. Returns the number of days since the was. But that's not what I want. I want none of these. What's up, T-Chef? Oh, IO clock that, but I don't think. Do I have? Yeah, bots hate the links. IO clock now. I do not. Do I have access to an IO? But I think this should be fine, right? Except for that, I have to. Let's take this thing. I think it's probably wrong, but oh wait, I can wait. Can I not just do it like this? Expected. Okay. So we'll just do that. Then we can go in here. We can do that. Yeah. No. Expected one argument. Isn't it just cell? Isn't it just this thing itself that is the yeah? Ah wait, but there's a field called sex. Well, in seconds. Shouldn't I be able to access that? Oh, it's yeah. What the hell? Timestamp dot sec. Would that be possible? Wait, what happened? What are you working on right now? I'm trying to change the so we can actually we don't have to have the pending and blocking on the hot reload. Instead, we'll just try to load the file whenever possible. Yeah. Just hit cloud limit shit. I have never hit cloud limit. Not that I have ever had Claude Pro, but okay. Actually, I don't know how to get the time. That's great. And the Zig docs won't tell me anything how to get the time, so that's even greater. Okay. Let's see. We can go probably back in here and let's see. Not us. Sig to time get current. Yeah, it suggests that, but that's old. C import. Holy shit, it's really old. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay. You should look for Sig's specification version. Well, the thing is that it's 0. Or it's the master, basically. Sig version or Sig documentation. The fuck? Okay. Master, right? Time. Comp time, compile time. Unix, but where is this thing? But that's for Unix also. I would like to have something that's probably like a little bit more. Comp time. Why is everything just... Okay, wait, let me just do a time space. And a space before. Compile time, you're kidding. Compile time, time. Oh, this time. I can't. Why is everything just compiled? That's great, but I'm trying just to find a normal time structure. Okay. Let's see what else did it find. You're right, yes, I'm right. Get system command date. I think now it's inventing new commands, isn't it? And it's no way that's the thing. Ask Claude. I don't know if Claude is up to date with the specifications. Gonna try one more with just... Let's see. STD. I'm pretty sure it should be somewhere over here, but I cannot. Days, seconds. Seconds since start of day. Month. I'm actually not getting it. Seconds since... This should be it. I find that this is so weird that I cannot access then this thing that is here. That's so weird. I feel like this should literally just be it. But let's see, what do they do here? Echo. They... self seconds. Why can I not just access it then? I think it's lying. It has to be lying. Should be... But that's just a type. Doesn't it return... Right, it returns just an empty one. How do I actually initialize it then with information? Here. Test epoch. Well, that's nothing good because it's just an initializer for the test. Where you just say seconds is equal to seconds. But how do I get those seconds to begin with? That's just tests. Oh, that's great. Where are the other people? They are playing a... What are they? What is it called? A Minecraft clone game called... Not Hypixel... Whatever that thing was called. Hytale. They're playing some other realistic kind of Minecraft game at the moment. Okay, why can I not just get a simple timestamp? Like, why is it so hard to just get the system time clock? Where is this from even? Is it just like a custom struct that they just tell that exists, but it's not what I'm searching for? That's great. And I doubt that this is the way to do it either. Oh my god. Or I could just generate a random number, that would work too. They also just timestamp, but that doesn't exist. Main C. Well, could you do C time? That could work. Hello, Iris. What are you cooking, by the way? This is 4 months ago, it's the old one. I don't know, I just found an interesting chord progression. Awesome. Is there a way to get current date and time 6 years ago? Not relevant. How can I display time and seek in dates? How long ago is this one? Doesn't say. 2023, too old. 1 year, too old. That one is also still searching. Too old. Last one, Zig time. So this is just a too old. Too old. God, Jesus Christ. Past week, I guess we have to go for. SIG programming language, Wikipedia, take modification time. That's just a run fetch, but do they maybe use time inside of this thing? No. Okay, I'm gonna check the Discord community now. Let's search for time. And okay, let's see. This one still insists on it, but I don't see that. Why does it insist on that? I don't find what it's trying to tell me to use. STD time timestamp. Yeah, I'm gonna have to tell it that it's dumb. Let's see, I'm gonna take this over here. Time of change, timeout, build time dependency. How does down where was STD timer moved to latest mass 28 days ago? Maybe I could use that. Timed out, timeout. Oh no. STDIO. Maybe I could access it from there. Let's see. Timestamp. 2 milliseconds. No. Now. But then I need I need an IO. I don't have an IO. Can I get an IO? IO. Oh, what? What? Oh God, tell it. Zig is obtained from the build. Yeah, but build with no, stupid. What? Actually, this struct is passed into the build via the build runner entry point. Is it actually? What? Let's see, Linux clock, but now then you're again. Yeah, build signature, so you don't have access to the IO. To get one, you need to use the alternative entry point. Not quite right either. What are you using? What is it complaint? Honestly, API is quite new and it's still evolving. I'm not confident. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I cannot. So can I even get current time at all? Can I just get a random value? But how does it... Well, I guess it could still filter through and check which one is the newest. Doesn't really matter what ID it has. Would just be convenient, but... std dot math dot random... Can I get... Where do I get random? Min... cosine... Yeah, let's put a cosine. Degree... Oh my god, is there anything that could be random here? Is... Never mind. And I just get a random value. There. STD crypt random, okay. Crypto random. There is no such thing, great. Crypt okay, it also thinks that there should be something like that. Let's see what can we find in there. This is the only keyword with random. In combining the input material with random, that's not what I'm trying to find, so no. That is outdated. There is no random. No random. But there is random in there, so I could probably just do that. Oh my god, let's see. What do we have access to here? Random int, right? Is that enough? Returns a random int such that min int, max int is evenly distributed. That okay. Let's see if I'm understanding this right now. Wait, let me go take a look at it. So it just takes R. What is this R anyways? Oh, it takes... Wait, does it take in a random? And then it wants a type. Okay. U64. That's a Y64. Like that? No? Expected 2 arguments. But that's a random, that's so... Do I need a random instance then for this to work? Why can't it just... What the fuck? Why can it just not... T times, if those skills are improving, but my logic is done, yeah. Random type. Found type. Expected type random, found type. How the fuck do I get... What the hell, I'm so confused. Isn't that what I'm supposed to pass in there? Because this is... Okay, there's a random default, maybe that would work instead, so I don't have to do... I'm a bit unsure about that, let's see. Go here, dot default... Oh, look at that! Screw random... Past unbiased random numbers... Dot init, and then... That's just a seed. I'm just gonna give it... no, because then it will always initialize with the same thing. Why is it so hard to just get a dev system? That's so freaking bullshit. I just need a random time that stays persistent. That's all. Oh, not persistent. I mean, oh my god, why? Okay. What if I just pass a random 0 in here? Would that even... I don't get it. Why can I not just do this? I'm so confused. Please. Let's see. Default seed it, but the thing is I cannot seed it. What am I supposed to seed it with? Chicken egg, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I need time in both cases, so that wouldn't even work. Hello, daily cartoon short. How is it so hard to just get time in the build script? I don't understand. Chicken egg problem, exactly. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, it shouldn't be this hard. I just did that. I have to go in 10 minutes and I haven't even accomplished getting a simple timestamp still. Like, this is crazy. Why is it so hard to just access time? That's all I need. Maybe I can do it from the C, right? Maybe I can access from C. Please tell me I can get C and then from there access it. Please, please. std dot. Do I even have access to C in the build script? Time. What do we have here? Current time match. C get system time. T now local now struct, and that should be it. I should be able to do something like that. Let's try to use C stuff then. That's always works, right? So time, which is this thing, that can be a const. Now, and I'm doing this. Oh, that should be the right way. Isn't that how you're supposed to do it? Equals. Nah, wait. Just let it be what it's supposed to be. Jesus. Unused, yes. And then std c local time. Why can I not access the thing? Oh my god. Do I need like the... yeah, okay, that was the question. Here's the answer, I forgot already. Time info. Do not you drink or eat during coding. I drink water during coding, but I don't eat unless if I do an 11-hour stream. The best products come from multiple programming languages, yeah. Hello Lucas, I haven't watched your stream in a long time. Hello Doggo Man, yeah, it has been a while. Sadly, this stream haven't been very productive. I feel very disappointed, to be honest. I'm going crazy just trying to figure out how to get the time in the build script. How is it so hard? Jesus. Let me just... See, I pinged Harold. Let's see if he knows how to do that. So raw time is struck
summoned.
Oh, how do I get the time in build?
Stream.
I'm not streaming. That's crazy.
What do you mean get time in build?
Because I need for the dynamic loading, because I want it. I don't want to block the whole application when I try to.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Right. Oh, you found BFMT. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks.
Let's see. How did you get IO in the build?
Yeah, I don't know how you could do that. I have figured that if I could get IO, I could do it, but I don't think you can get IO in build, or can you?
I think the build has an IO.
It
Just
does?
to B. Maybe. Are you going to test now?
No, I see if I see an IO anywhere. Something. There is no IO.
Yeah, but it was like a weird thing for it.
It's a weird thing for it. Available to the build ID, debug, default, step, enable key move.
Wait, do graph. B graph. Yeah.
Sure, state among all.
Is there an IO in it?
Oh, there is an IO.
Yeah.
Ah.
Right.
Okay, well then.
I would make an alias for that, just const IO. Bro.
Is it timestamp? I just want to see it, and then now, like that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Bruh, okay. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I would make an alias for the IO there, yeah. Yeah, no problem. NT left and I'm not gaming either, so I'll be here.
Alright, I have to go like in 5 minutes, but
that's fine.
Yeah. Bruh, this has been the whole stream, me trying to figure out how do I get IO in the fucking build.
Oh, okay. Yo, what's up?
What's up, T-shirt?
But Lucas, basically the like graphing is kind of like the local system that you're building on, right?
Okay.
So that like there's also like bgraph target, right? But that's the target of your machine, like the person who's building it, right?
No way Lucas looked up how to do time in C. That's my man.
You know, when you Google how to do time in C, you will find something that works. When you Google how to do time in Zig, you will not find something that works.
No, bro, you don't use Google or whatever Stack Overflow was, right? You ask Harold.
Yeah, that's my.
Harold GPT, bro.
Harold GPT.
Yeah, like bro's been doing this the entire stream. He said, and then he's pinged me now, and what the hell? Okay, I just pinged me, right, and then now like 2 minutes later we fixed it.
Fucking crazy. This is bullshit. Anyways, yeah. So now wait, why did you do 2? Oh yeah, this is gonna be hilarious.
You're different, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be so hilarious. You're gonna have so much shit.
Instead of lib system, I read lib Epstein for some reason.
Yeah, lib Epstein. Bro, I should make a library called Epstein. Yeah, Lucas.
Bro.
Yeah, for real, but Lucas, don't you like use having cache for your binaries?
Yeah, no, I was thinking of some suggestion were like to just keep the 10 latest or something like that during build time. You could just remove if there's more than 10.
I guess.
But it would be pretty fire. It would be pretty fire to just toggle between different build versions. You know, you could have like store different ones that you had used.
Or you just like copy paste the binary that you want.
Yeah, that was what I was thinking first to do. But then I was like, okay, wait. Let me show you. Because in here we do store the FD. But I was thinking, what if you, either way you would have to always load in a new one, so you could get rid of this completely.
FD? Bro, just do STD POS6 FD underscore T.
No, because...
I'm 32?
No, because I think if we, instead of doing this, we could just always try to check the files in the directory and then just reload them instead of needing to even, because this one depends heavily on the POSIX, right? Right now. But I think we could get rid of this POSIX now, or Linux explicitness, if we do this instead, to always just read the file. and not storing the FD. Or am I tripping? Wouldn't it
But you
be?
need it for a file watcher though.
I don't know, bro.
No, the file watcher, it's actually... This is the watcher. File watcher is a structure inside of it which Cheesecake created. I have no idea.
But it's still only Linux, like the file watcher.
No. Yeah, that's because we store the FD for faster checkups, right? But now we would do instead is just to check inside of the folder if there's a new file, basically. And if there is, then we will load the latest. Okay, well, I have to go in 1 minute. But then we'll just...
Or hear me out, bro. You just fix this. There's probably like a good or like a better way to do this, right? And then we just make it cross-platform, you know.
You still need to watch the files, and for that you need to have this file.
No. The file watcher is just gonna change to, instead of storing the actual FD, it's gonna store the folder where it just checks for the system files.
Bro. Why don't you just check when it was last modified?
Yeah, you can check the folder instead of when it was last modified.
Bro, like check the file.
No, because the file will be a new name every time.
Yeah, but okay, let's say we don't do it a new name every time, right?
But then the problem is here, because I try to open the file, and if it's already open, it will just load the cached, so it won't load the new file actually, you know? So in order for me to actually make it work, I have to close the old file. But the thing is, then it's not completely compiled, so it will not run it yet. So I'm having that problem. So I have to be able to load a new file while still having the old one in memory, right?
That's some libc garbage.
No, it's Linux. Because Linux does it. Linux, if it's already opened during runtime, and even if you modify it and it says, oh, you try to open it again, well then, you already have it in your cache, so why would we try to bother to do this now? That's stupid. So you actually have to close it and reopen it. And then the problem I have is that I didn't have to choke the program here, basically. Block it until it actually works to load new files. But then that's the problem where it freezes, you know, during runtime, and I don't want it to do it.
Why are you not closing the lib though, like in this reload function?
I am closing it here.
Yeah, after you open a new one.
Yes, but if I close it before, then I must be stuck here until I can open it properly, right? And that I don't want to do because that takes time. So instead what I want to do is just see, can I open it? Because it will detect here, I had the retries while loop here, right? And then what I did was that I tried to open again, but it's not completely compiled, but it has been modified. So it thinks that it can open it, but it can't open it properly. And then it still needs to check it can actually find the symbols. So I was stuck here waiting like a little bit of time until it actually could reload the thing, and that's what I want to get rid of.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Just be good.
But this should solve it. But yeah, I think I need to go. I have the meeting. I might. I really would like to solve this thing, but yeah. I will have to go, sadly. I didn't get that much done today. But figure out some more problems, which is funny always. I didn't know that Linux cached the dynamic dynamic libraries. Good to know. But yeah, that's it for today. I guess it has to be. How many are watching of you amazing people right now? You're like... I think the stream died. No? Okay.
6 or 7?
There's 8 in total. That's crazy amount of people. But yeah.
18?
No, 8.
Bro,
Jeez.
what's happened since I was gone? 8. Oh, okay. I'm like 18.
Yeah, no. But that will have to be it. We will. Maybe I'll actually get back on in a bit after the call. It depends, or I will just. We'll continue tomorrow at least. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Let's see. I'm just waiting for it to actually get to the end screen. Maybe I'll actually get back on.